All right, we are back with another episode of Your Relationship Sucks! Exclamation point. I don't know what's happening right now on my screen. All sorts of weird things are going on. I don't know if you can see it. This is very confusing to me. Doesn't matter.
Did it just start? Because I can't see anything.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have no clue. It's very confusing to me. Doesn't matter. We can still get into it. I think we're all right. Just like always, we are here to answer the toughest relationship questions on the internet. You're also about to witness the most dangerous show on the internet, at least from a I don't even know what is it, from a social aspect, I guess. Because this is all live.
No idea.
This is all live. I have no idea what's coming. The audience has no idea what's coming. This is unscripted. This is live. This is raw. This is all the stuff that all those other people claim to be, which is all bullshit. This is actually there. We don't edit. We don't do anything. Mostly because I'm too lazy. Doesn't matter. You know what's coming. So you got something good for us today. So let's get it started. Let's kick it off with initial impressions. Hit me with it. What do you got?
Okay. My 28-year-old female girlfriend. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I get it. His girlfriend's 28. Yep.
Okay, sorry. Normally it's like the other way, so I was having a problem. Okay, my bad. My 28-year-old girlfriend agreed to put both of our names on the presents we gave to our families because it's hard to know what to give to each other's family. After I did all of my family's gifts with both of our names, she still put only hers on her family's gift she got
them. My initial impression is that this lady won the game of life. Like, she did it. She's just better. She's just flat out better at relationships than this guy is. Like, she just straight up lied to this dude, which people do to each other all the time in relationships. And this guy is a fucking simpleton who just went along with it and was like, oh yeah, of course she'll do that. No, bro, that's a rookie mistake. Like, you gotta, don't trust other people to do shit that is gonna give you credit. You know what I mean? Like, that's day one stuff. That's not even related. That's just life advice. You know what I mean? Like, if you're expecting your name to be on something, you better go make sure that it's on something. Like, you better be the one who writes it on there. That's the other thing too. He would have looked even better if his name had been written in his own hand, right? He was like, no, let me let her do it, right? He's being lazy. He's like, I'm gonna go here. I don't have to deal with her family, like all that stuff. She won. She got it. This guy's an idiot. That's my initial impression.
I, a 25-year-old male, decided to confront her of this as calm and as in tiptoe fashion as I could. And she got angry and said her family was different than mine. I tried to explain to her how it made me feel, that I expressed the stress of not knowing what her family wants and only showing up to Christmas with gift cards and one gift each. She responded by crying and saying I was an asshole and that she hates Christmas and gift giving. I never wanted any of this. I didn't want to fight. I just wanted her to know how I felt, that we did both names for my family, but separate for hers. I felt like she was getting the pass for my family, but I was still stuck in the same hole as before. Whenever we argue like this, she completely shuts down and doesn't talk to me. She gets defensive and brings up how she feels like I don't plan stuff in the week or take her on dates anymore. I don't do small dates anymore, but I did recently buy us a trip to Chicago where I paid for most of the stuff. She basically flips it on me and makes me feel like I ruined her Christmas and then I'm a boyfriend who doesn't show that I love her. It's Christmas Eve and I feel like shit. We've been together for nearly 3 years and lived together for about 6 months. I love her like crazy, but I'm also someone who can only take so much.
Whoa, hold on. Read the end part again. The 3-year thing. Read that to me one more time.
They've been together for nearly 3 years and lived together for the last 6 months.
Oh, okay, I heard that the other way. I was like, all right, that's weird. Okay. I was 100% right about this. Like, this dude fucked up. This guy completely fucked this up. Okay? This guy's been with this girl for 3 years, and he doesn't understand that she doesn't care about big gestures. She only cares about little gestures. First of all, number one, here's the fucking thing. If you're going to buy gifts with somebody, why are you doing that separately? Why did you write the shit on yours at a separate time than when she wrote the stuff on hers? That doesn't make any sense to me. If you're going to do it together, then you have to do it together. Like, I don't understand. Like, this dude was just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just trust her. Again, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like, he has no idea what's happening, right? He's just like, oh, I'll trust her. She'll do whatever, like all this stuff. No, she won't. Like, you're fucking stupid. But here's the thing. You've been with this girl for fucking 3 years, and you don't yet understand that she likes the little gestures and not the big ones? Like, this guy's like, well, I fucking spent all this money, and I went to fucking Chicago or what? I mean, first of all, like, calm down, bro. It's Chicago. It's not. You didn't take her to the fucking, you know, to the seaside of France. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out, bro. You took her to, you know, like, to get deep dish pizza. All right, like, that's not a huge deal. Okay, but secondly, she's been very clear with him in the past. He even said it. He does not plan things on a weekly basis. He does not do date nights. All those things. What that tells me is that this is a girl who doesn't give a flying fuck where you take her, right? You can take her to the fucking French Riviera, all you fucking want. But when you get there, if you don't take her to, you know, some little local restaurant that you know has like the specific entree that you know she likes and you know she's always wanted, then she's not going to be happy. And that doesn't make her petty. That doesn't mean that she's disregarding what you've done. It means what means the most to her is the little things. And so this guy's been with this girl for 3 years and he doesn't understand. This guy's a fucking idiot. Oh, I was totally right about this guy. This guy's a fucking moron. He has no idea what he's doing. He should not be in a relationship with this girl. Obviously, he's into like the big gestures. And he's like, if I do the big things, then the little things don't really matter. And I'm going to get credit or whatever. He needs to find somebody who's okay with that. Because this girl obviously isn't. But I was 100% right. Dude, if you're going to do this, this doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm doing gifts, like, he was like, well, I put my name on, or I put our names on these gifts or whatever. Like, was she not sitting there doing it with you? It doesn't sound like it, right? It literally sounds like they purchased gifts separately. But here's the thing,
yeah,
bro.
like they didn't talk about it, and it wasn't like a thing that they could have done together.
Exactly, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, she likes the little things. You know why she didn't put your fucking name on the gift? Because you didn't go get the gifts with her. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You seriously, you're like, okay, I don't know what your mom wants, so you fuck it. You go buy it and then just put my name on it, whatever. No, dude, she wanted you to go with her, okay? She wanted you to go with her. And I usually hate this stuff. I usually hate it where it's like, people get mad about the things that they don't want, and or like they don't express like what they really want, and then they're mad at you because you didn't find it out. You know what I mean? And guys and girls do that. Like that's the shit that happens. And I'm like a very dumb person, and so like when I'm in a relationship with somebody, like they literally have to tell me, they have to say to me like very specifically, because I'm not going to pick up signs. I'm not going to do shit, right? Because I'm just oblivious. I don't care. Like all this, it's part of the reason people are like eventually they're like, go fuck yourself, but. I don't care. I don't pick up on those things, right? So it's like you specifically say to me, you have to go buy this gift with me. Or I say, well, you didn't tell me, I'm not going to apologize. Like, I don't care. Like, you didn't tell me. And so like, that's your fault, right? So that's normally how I am. But here's the thing. This guy has been told this multiple times. Now, maybe she didn't come straight out and say it, but they've obviously had fights about this, right? So this could have been a conversation that they had at some point. So he knows very clearly that that his girlfriend wants the little things, meaning she's already communicated that. Maybe not in the best way, whatever. But first of all, this guy who's like, hey, I tried to be real calm about it. I guarantee you weren't calm, bro. I guarantee you weren't calm. You went in fucking guns blazing. She said something, it set you off. I guarantee that was not a rational conversation, right? But this guy already had this conversation with his girlfriend. He said it. He said it in the thing. He said, she likes the little things. I do the big things. She likes the little things. She's already been mad at me because I don't do the little things. Well, that's your answer, dude. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Also, you've been with her for 3 years. How do you not know what her fucking family likes? Like, you didn't ask her at one point in the last, 1,000 days that you've been with her? Like, hey, what's up with your mom? What kind of things does she like, Hey, your dad, is he a whiskey guy? You know what I mean? Like, you never said any of those things. Like, you don't even know, like, top level, like, hey, my dad really likes boats, and so you don't even know that, like, you can just get him a book about boats or some dumb shit like that. Like, you've been with her for 3 years. This guy is obviously oblivious. Fuck this guy. This girl Look, I don't know if she overreacted or not. Like, I'm not really sure. But honestly, I think she's probably justified in reacting the way she reacted because this guy obviously doesn't listen to a goddamn thing that this girl says. He doesn't listen to a goddamn thing that she says. And he's obviously not interested. They've been together for 3 years and he knows nothing about their family. He doesn't know enough to buy a gift. It's a fucking Christmas gift, man. Buy some wine. It's not difficult. This shit ain't rocket science. He's been with her for 3 years and he has no idea what he's supposed to get for her family for Christmas. That is ludicrous. That is not somebody you want to be in a relationship with. So I say, fuck this guy. I don't know. I was 100% right on this one. What do you think?
I think you're just like completely glazing over her tactic whenever they argue is to completely shut down and then deflect everything that it's always his fault. Which is just an interest. Like normally that's something you're all over, like someone not talking about the actual issue.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
Like she doesn't even talk about what she did. Like I get that. And let me finish for 1 second, and then you can ask the question. She doesn't even address the fact that she lied. You know, like I get that she's hurt. She's not telling him. And your whole thing is you only get what you ask for. That's one of your mantras. So she hasn't asked for in this specific scenario. She's bringing up a whole bunch of other shit. She clearly, like, maybe she said those exact things that bothered her, but it sounds like she doesn't necessarily go over the same things. It sounds like every single time he comes in and says anything that might be something like, hey, you hurt me when you did this, because now it's like, you know, the last minute and I've got to struggle when I thought we had agreed on this, but clearly you were not on board. You know, it sounds a lot like she's not really communicating very clearly at all. So I don't know.
So let me ask you this question then. If she doesn't communicate clearly, okay, how did he know what she gets mad about? Boom, lawyer. Facts. Look, he knows.
Because
he knows the
they're
answer.
talking about the gifts, and then now she's bringing up, oh, we don't go on dates anymore. We don't go on other things. That's
you tell me this is
okay.
So you're telling me that you think this is the first time in 3 fucking years. You think it took her 3 fucking years to say that? You think this is the most patient human being on the face of the earth?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
so that exactly right there.
The gifts.
No, she has already told him. She has already told him it's the little things that matter. Okay. Look, I'm not telling you that I want to be with this girl. I'm not telling you that this girl's handling the situation well.
You're talking about some others. You're talking about everything.
I'm talking about their relationship. That's what the show is about.
They're trying to talk about the gifts, and she won't address the fact that she lied. She won't address any error that she did. You're telling me in the entire 3 years that they've been together that he is the only one that is doing anything wrong? No, that's not possible.
I'm not really sure where you're getting that because I never actually said that. Did I? Did I say that?
No, but you're not acknowledging the fact that she's culpable in like this scenario. You're saying that it's his issue because he didn't listen to her about something else.
Exactly.
So then she's justified.
Because this particular issue.
She's justified in throwing a tantrum like a toddler by passive aggressively not putting his name on the gifts and then being like, oh, this is really about the time you took me to Chicago instead of going out.
All right, well, look. Here's the thing. You're saying all that stuff. I literally said nothing about her part in this. I didn't say I agreed or disagreed with it. But if I did, by the way, that was a misstatement by me because I literally never said anything about her. I was addressing him very specifically, saying, dude, open your fucking eyes. It's been 3 goddamn years. But it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit about that? Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit about that? Who cares? These two are not meant to be together. They are not meant to be together. That's my fucking point. They don't communicate in the same way. She wants the little things. She wants the big things. That shit doesn't work. It just doesn't. I don't care how much you talk. It doesn't work. You have to find somebody who appreciates all the things you do for them and that you appreciate the things that they do for you. And my guess is this girl does the small things for him and he doesn't appreciate it because he wants bigger things. That's my guess. And she's not appreciating the big stuff because she's looking for the small things, right? And what I'm telling you is that's human nature. You can't change that. You can't change who you are. So I'm saying, I don't fucking care about her. I don't care. I'm not saying, hey, what's up? What I said was they need to find people who understand their side. But what I'm saying is, it's fucking ludicrous that this guy spent 3 years and he doesn't know what to get he has no idea. It's 3 fucking years and he has no idea. That's his fault. That's 100% his fault. Unless she has been not speaking to him for fucking 3 calendar years consecutively, it's his fault that he has no idea what's happening with her family. That's his fault. He doesn't, again, it's a Christmas gift. It doesn't even have to be meaningful. It just has to be something near something that they might like. That's all you have to do. The bar for a Christmas gift is so fucking low that all you basically have to do is not get them charcoal unless they're a barbecuer, and everybody will be like, hey, good job, appreciate the gift. Look, it's not hard. It's not difficult. This guy has no idea what's happening, and then he doesn't even think about it this way. He has no idea that she didn't even write his name on the gift. Why weren't you there?
He did.
No, I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is, like, she gave the gifts, right? She gave the gifts, and
No,
he
she
didn't know,
didn't give them.
what I'm saying is he didn't know that his name wasn't on there before, like, she did the thing. She had to tell him after the fact. She had to tell him after the fact. Like, he wasn't there
They
during.
haven't given the gifts yet.
What I'm saying is he wasn't there during the gift process. Like, she's wrapped the gift, she's done the thing, she said, like, my name's on it, fuck you, right? Now, I don't care about that part. Like, great, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, why would you, if you guys were planning on doing it together, like, that's fine. That tells me he wasn't involved in this process at all. He's literally not involved in this fucking process at all. That's his fault. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's his fault for those things. To your point, yeah, she's being real shitty. I agree with you.
It doesn't sound like she was involved in the process of him getting gifts, and he put her name on. She didn't have a problem with her name going on gifts she wasn't involved in the process with. So I guess that's where I'm lost. Is it only matters with her?
What? No, I'm saying I don't fucking care. She's not the one asking the question. I don't fucking care about her. What I'm saying is that's my point. They were doing this separately. This is completely fucking separate. Dude, it's not that hard. It's a fucking community Christmas gift. You're supposed to give it together. Are you fucking kidding me? If you write somebody else's name on it, you should tell them what's in the fucking gift. They should be there to at least say, yes, let's buy that thing. What the fuck is this guy doing? That's my question. That's what I don't know. They are doing this completely separately, but this guy's like, oh, well, don't worry about that. What I'm saying is they're doing this. They're not a couple. This is not what you do as a couple. It's not that hard. You at least say, hey, I'm going to buy my mom some fucking towels or something. And the other person says, whatever, I don't care. Right? Like, that's fine. But you're involved together. You're doing it together. I don't care about her. She's not the one asking the question. It's this guy who's asking the question. And I'm saying, dude, you're fucking blind. Like, you need to understand how you are in a relationship. You need to understand what you do in a relationship and why other people might see that as like, oh, hey, you're kind of being a piece of shit. Right? I'm not saying you're being a piece of shit. I'm saying you need to understand how other people are reacting to you. This guy is so fucking oblivious, and it's demonstrated by the fact that he literally does not know what to get her family. That's an asinine thing to say. It is a completely asinine thing to say. I have known somebody for 36 months, and I don't even have an inkling what their family may or may not like. What is happening? So that's what I'm telling this guy. I'm saying they shouldn't be together, okay? I agree with you. She's shitty. If you agree to that, yeah, you should put both your names on it. But what I'm saying is this guy was so fucking oblivious that he didn't even see this coming. But then when he states these facts, I'm going, bro, how did you not see this coming? Like, it's very clear that this is important to her. It's very, very fucking clear that this is important to her. And you didn't see this coming after 36 months? Something is wrong with you. You're obviously not paying attention to what's happening around you. At some point in the last 36 months, you should have known that you and her weren't going to work out. Can we at least agree on that? Can we at least agree that for the last 36 months, at some point, he probably should have noticed that this chick doesn't really agree with his style of being in a relationship.
Yeah, I have no problem acknowledging that. I think that...
And I agree with you. She's a piece of shit, but I don't care. She's not the one who's asking the question. This guy's the one who's asking the question. So I'm trying to be honest with him and tell him, like, dude, yeah, she did a shitty thing to you, but, like, this shit didn't come out of the fucking blue. It's not all her fault. That's my point, right? I think most people would see it not necessarily see it the same way you did, but bring up the point you did, right? Which is, well, she caused this. I'm going, okay, but if you think that this guy was fucking blindsided by this, then that just proves my point even more, which is this is not something you should be blindsided by. This is not like as soon as he was saying all these things and he was saying like, here's what I know, like she's mad that I don't do the dates and I don't do the whatever. I'm going, dude, this is basic stuff. This is day one stuff that you should have figured out at some point in the last 3 years. I don't know. That's me. What do you think? You still disagree. You still seem very angry. You seem very angry with me.
I guess I'm not I don't disagree with anything that you said. I just feel like you're giving someone who sounds like they maybe don't really tell their partner very much like the benefit of the doubt. That it sounds like the only time she brings this shit up,
but it doesn't matter. At some point, you're telling me that this is the first time in the last 36 months that she would have brought that up? Absolutely not. I don't care how infrequent she did. This is not the first time in 36 fucking months that she would have said something. She has said this before. I guarantee it. I guarantee it because this guy already said it. He said, this is what happens. I agree with you. Not a great way to have a fight. Probably have a fight by communicating. Like, don't just be like, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to talk to you. We're not going to talk through these problems. All of those things are true.
I guess I read it as every time they get in the fight, she brings up like different points that piss her off.
There is zero chance. There is zero chance that the whole I like the little things, not the big things, has not come up before. That's my point. This guy is so fucking oblivious. That's my point. If what you're saying is true, which is very possible, I don't believe that, but I'm acknowledging that it's possible. But
I'm not saying this point hasn't come up. It's just that if that's the only time you take the time like you take to get pissed at your partner is in the middle of an argument, like but
it doesn't matter.
That's
it
probably
doesn't
not
matter.
going to get resolved.
I didn't say it was. I'm saying if that's when you do it, then the other person who's getting mad at, so the guy should fucking recognize that and listen to what she's saying because that's the only time she's being truthful. I'm not saying it's the best time to communicate. I'm saying if that's the only time she communicates, then you should probably fucking listen when she's communicating because she's not going to do it elsewhere, right? And you should decide, hey, is that the type of communication I like? No, I probably don't, so get the fuck out of here. But I'm saying there's no way that this is the first time she's brought this up. This guy is so fucking oblivious. He is so fucking oblivious to what's happening that if she's bringing up all these different points and he's like, well, this is the first time you've ever brought it up. And I'm like, dude, follow the fucking thread, man. There's definitely something that you're doing that's pissing her off. And it's manifesting in all these different little ways, but there's definitely some fucking thread that runs through all of these things. And I already told you what it was, which is she wants the little things, you want the big things, and you're not talking about it, right? I agree with you that she sounds like a shitty person too. But this is the guy who's asking the question and he's saying like, did I do something wrong? And I'm saying, yes, you absolutely did. But you need to understand what you did wrong in order to fix it in the future. And he's so fucking oblivious that I don't think, without me saying very explicitly, this is what you did wrong, that he would pick that up. Because obviously he hasn't in 3 years, right? Yeah. Also, I don't think these two should be together. Like I usually don't say that, but I just genuinely don't believe that these two should be together. I think this is a real disaster waiting to happen. I agree with you. I don't think you should be with somebody who doesn't communicate that way. You know what I mean? Like if somebody just shuts down, like you should be like, hey, you know what? Treat me like an adult or I'm fucking out of here. I mean, that's pretty basic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I see your point very clearly. It sounds like the kind of person who's like never done anything wrong. She's the kind of person who's never done anything wrong in her life, and that's just hard for me to glance over because that shit's like fucking.
Okay. But that doesn't solve his problem. Like I already told him that. I already said, hey, fucking leave her. Like you two shouldn't be together. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
So like, who fucking cares? Who cares? And I agree that's a shitty way to do it. But either way, this guy, he fucked up. She probably fucked up. I agree. Like that's such a weird thing. Like just write your name on the gift. Like just put both names. I don't understand. Like you should both be doing it on the same gifts. If you're gonna give gifts, like. Go through the trouble of like wrapping it together and doing all the bullshit, whatever, make it a little thing, and yeah, it's annoying or whatever, but either you'll enjoy it together or you'll suffer through it together. Either way, that's a bonding moment. You know what I mean? So so they both did something wrong there. Like you both should be doing this together. Whether you hate it, you love it, doesn't matter. You should both be doing that shit together because it's from both of you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's me. I feel like we did
Yeah.
it. I feel like you kind of agree with me, but you don't really agree with me. That's okay. I understand.
No, I agree with you.
understand your
I
point.
just feel like you sometimes like glance over things that you previously have gone really hard about on one
No, but
person,
I don't
and then
care.
it's
Right,
like
but
a
I don't
non-issue.
care. But that's why people come to this show, because it's very personalized. I usually don't give a flying fuck about the other person. I'm trying to help the person who's asking the question. The other person obviously doesn't have a question.
Right? Yeah.
Right? They don't need to come to the internet. That's what I'm saying. So I don't care about this girl. And yeah, like we could talk about her or whatever, but it's pretty fucking obvious what she did wrong, right? It's pretty obvious. So I don't care. Like, that's not interesting. Who cares? Like, fuck, don't talk about that shit. Who cares? I'm here to talk about this guy and what he's doing, and let's discuss his part in this issue, because this shit isn't black and white, and there were things that he did wrong. And that's what I'm trying to help him with, because this girl, she obviously doesn't need the fucking internet to answer her fucking questions, you know, because she's just like, well, I'm just not gonna talk to him and he'll come back to me, you know, and so far it's worked. So good for her.
Yeah, it sounds like she
you
has
know?
it pretty good. Every time she gets upset, she just blames
so
him
what
for
does she
something
need help
new,
with?
and he apologizes to her. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So what does she need help with? That's my point, right? Why would I talk about her? She obviously doesn't need help. Shit's going really well for her. So I'm trying to help this guy fix his fucking life, you know? But, all right, I think we did it today. I really do. I genuinely think we did it. I think that was a good discussion. If you enjoyed it, send us, your comments, whatever. If you have other questions that you want us to get into, you can hit us up. We got an email. You can email that to us. What's the email?
The email is info.yourrelationshipsucks@gmail.com.
All right, so you can hit us up there. If you want a T-shirt, you want a Karma Cancer T-shirt, you want an I Got Dennis T-shirt, you can hit us up there as well. We'll get all the details to you to order one of those. If you're listening on the podcast, we appreciate it. Rate, review, subscribe, all that stuff. Unsubscribe, resubscribe, do all the shit. Keep leaving reviews. I don't even know if that helps, but whatever. Just make it part of your daily routine. That's the thing. Definitely check out our YouTube as well. Just subscribe to it. We do appreciate it. Play it in the background at all times. Just have it on your phone constantly, on your laptop, whatever. Just play in the background. Turn the volume down. We don't care. That's all fine. Otherwise, we appreciate everybody being here. We will be back tomorrow or some other weekday. We are Monday through Friday, giving you uncensored, raw, emotional reactions to these unbelievably stupid internet dating questions. So please come back. See us next time, and we will be helping somebody else then.